Some of the best-selling butter brands in America contain almost no real cream yet charge premium prices. On one side, a $5 yellow tub promises spreadable simplicity straight out of the fridge. Right next to it, a $6 gold foil block promising grass-fed perfection from the green hills of Ireland. Both say butter on the front. Both sit on the exact same shelf. You've always assumed the main difference was just price and prestige. You were right. You just might have the wrong brand in mind. We are dismantling 5 core beliefs about the butter aisle, comparing the oil-filled spreads, the hormone-backed store brands, and the pristine gold wrappers that spent millions covering up lawsuits. By the end of this video, the dairy aisle will make complete sense for the first time in your life. Subscribe and let's start with the tub you've been grabbing for your morning toast. Here are 2 tubs sitting directly next to real cream. Both are yellow. Both melt on warm toast. Both use images of barns, silos, and fresh fields on the lid. One is made from cultured cream and salt. The other is a complex emulsion of water, soybean oil, palm oil, and lab-synthesized flavorings. The butter aisle is full of products designed to exploit your muscle memory. You see a yellow tub with a farm illustration, and your brain fills in the blank: dairy. But what the manufacturer put inside isn't dairy at all. It's industrial vegetable oil wearing a farm disguise. Country Crock Plant Butter features a classic barn and silo on the front panel, yet there isn't a drop of milk inside. The base is refined palm and soybean oil. This got so absurd that the American Butter Institute, the trade group representing U.S. dairy farmers, filed an official complaint with the FDA, pointing out that the required legal disclosure, 79% plant-based oil spread, was tucked away in tiny print at the bottom. Brumell and Brown takes a different angle, advertising made with real yogurt to sound light and healthy. The number 1 ingredient is water and then soybean oil, and that real yogurt sits all the way down in 10th place, making up roughly 10% of the entire formula. You're buying water and seed oil emulsified to look like dairy. Then there is I can't believe it's not butter spray. We all know this spray is fake. It looks and tastes like liquid yellow chemicals. But the actual problem isn't just the synthetic taste, it's the hidden metabolic impact. The label advertises 0 calories and 0 grams fat because FDA rules allow rounding down to 0 if a serving has under 0.5 grams of fat. The catch? The serving size is a 0.2-second spritz. In court filings from a class action lawsuit, evidence proved it takes 40 sprays to equal 1 tablespoon of butter. If you cook with it normally, that 0-calorie bottle actually delivers 700 calories and 80 grams of fat, along with artificial preservatives like EDTA and sodium benzoate that keep an oil and water slurry stable at room temperature for months. These tubs are placed in the dairy case specifically so you don't ask questions, but they aren't even variations of dairy. They're vegetable oils, priced like fresh cream. Butter tip number 1. The fat percentage test. Check the total fat per tablespoon on the nutrition facts. Real butter legally requires 80% butter fat, which equals 11 to 12 grams of fat per serving. If the label shows 7 or 8 grams, dairy fat was replaced with cheap oils. If it shows 5 grams or less, you are paying premium prices for emulsified water. Coming up, 2 blocks of real butter both list pasteurized cream as the only ingredient. One earned its place in your kitchen. The other is hiding an artificial hormone banned across Europe, Canada, and Australia. 2 store-brand blocks of real butter both list just 2 ingredients, pasteurized cream and salt. It's easy to assume that if the ingredient list is clean, so is the butter. What the front label doesn't show you is what happened to the cow before that cream reached the churn. Great value butter at Walmart sells for around $3 a pound, carrying a USDA grade A shield and 0 additive oils. What it lacks is an RBST-free guarantee. RBST is an artificial growth hormone injected into dairy cows to forcibly boost milk production. It is outright banned in Canada, the European Union, the UK and Australia due to animal welfare concerns and elevated infection rates in cows. It remains legal in the United States. Walk over to the milk in Walmart. Great Value Milk carries a prominent No RBST pledge. Walmart made the commitment for fluid milk, but quietly skipped extending those standards to their butter. Daisy brand built an empire on simple, pure sour cream and cottage cheese. But when it comes to their butter, Daisy offers zero farm transparency. There is no RBST-free pledge, no organic certification, and zero information about animal diet or living conditions. The minimalist label tells you what wasn't added in the factory, but stays dead silent about how the dairy was produced on the farm. Land O'Lakes spreadable and light lines push this divide even further. Their traditional block is fine, but their spreadable tubs blend butter with canola oil extracted using hexane, an industrial chemical solvent. Their light butter goes even further, stripping out natural butter fat and replacing it with modified food starch, maltodextrin, synthetic emulsifiers, and xanthan gum to hit a low-calorie marketing claim. Pure cream should be the baseline, not the finish line. When brands hide behind minimalist ingredient decks, they hope you won't ask how that cream was made. Butter tip number 2. The shade test. Slice 2 sticks of uncolored butter side by side. Pale, ivory white butter means cows were fed a heavy grain diet in concrete feedlots. Deep golden yellow butter means pasture-raised cows are eating fresh grass rich in natural beta-carotene. The color is instant visual proof of the cow's diet. Coming up, 2 high-end butter brands sitting on the top shelf. You assume paying premium prices protects you from factory mistakes. Guess again. Here are 2 trusted premium options sitting on the top shelf: Costco's house brand and one of Vermont's heritage farm co-ops. Paying extra or buying from a prestige brand feels like insurance against industrial mistakes, but massive scale creates massive vulnerability in 2 very different ways. In late 2024, Costco had to recall over 80,000 pounds of Kirkland sweet cream butter. Not because the dairy was bad, but because the packaging completely omitted a basic allergen warning. It's proof that at industrial scale, basic quality control can fail before the box even leaves the plant. In March 2025, Cabot Creamery faced a much more direct safety issue. Their parent cooperative initiated a voluntary recall of Cabot Extra Creamy Premium Butter after routine factory testing detected elevated levels of coliform bacteria, an indicator organism associated with sanitation lapses. While Cabot retrieved over 99% of the shipment, FDA filings confirmed that contaminated packages made it onto store shelves. Whether it's a failure on the packaging line or a sanitation lapse in the vat, a trusted name on the box doesn't exempt a brand from modern industrial risks. Butter tip number 3. The recall and facility check. Look at the stamped code near the expiration date on any store brand butter. That's the USDA plant code. Input that number into the USDA dairy plant database to see the exact industrial facility that churned it. Often, $3 store brand butter and $6 brand name butter come from the exact same stainless steel vat. Coming up, the most famous gold-wrapped butter is 100% grass-fed Irish perfectionism. Here are 2 Kerrygold butter products side by side. The gold foil block is the undisputed darling of internet food channels, keto blogs, and home chefs. Kerrygold is treated like the undisputed gold standard of supermarket butter. What viral videos leave out is that the brand has been dragged through 3 major federal legal battles over what's inside and outside their wrapper. Kerrygold spreadable tubs present the first compromise. To make grass-fed butter soft out of the fridge, Kerrygold cuts the cream with rapeseed oil. You are paying top-tier Irish prices for a product diluted with seed oil. The famous Kerrygold Pure Irish Foil Block carries a more complex history. A class action lawsuit challenged their 100% grass-fed claims, establishing that Irish cows are routinely fed supplemental grains, corn, barley, and soy, during cold winter months when pasture grass dies back. Kerrygold adjusted their marketing, clarifying that their cows eat a diet that is mostly grass, around 85 to 90%, not exclusively grass year-round. Then came a massive 2023 federal lawsuit. Plaintiffs alleged that Kerrygold's iconic grease-resistant gold foil contained elevated levels of PFAS, per- and polyfluoroalkyl substances, known as forever chemicals. The lawsuit forced Kerrygold to pull products off U.S. shelves temporarily and redesign their packaging nationwide to eliminate PFAS wrappers. Kerrygold is rich and delicious butter, but handing it an uncritical endorsement while ignoring winter grain feeding and PFAS packaging redesigns leaves out crucial context. Butter tip number 4. The packaging and origin trace. Never pay grass-fed prices unless the block meets 2 tests. 1. Checks it pasture-raised percentage. 2. Stick strictly to paper-backed foil or unbleached parchment wrappers. Tubs almost always compromise the fat with cheap seed oils. Coming up, 5 real butter brands where the price tag actually matches the process. One of them goes out of stock every winter on purpose. Here are 5 real butter options sitting on the exact same grocery shelves, ranging from $6 to $8 a block. It's easy to assume that once you buy real butter, paying more just gets you fancy packaging. But real butter making is an art of fat percentages, cow diets, and bacterial fermentation. Where the avoid list brands use palm oil, chemical solvents, and synthetic flavorings to fake spreadability, these 5 producers achieve superior texture and rich flavor using purely mechanical churning and agricultural standards. Vital Farms practices complete radical transparency instead of hiding behind broad marketing buzzwords. They state the exact math right on the carton. Their cows spend an average of 200 days on pasture per year, with a 90% grass diet, with the remaining 10% coming from winter grain forage. Because grass-fed cream carries higher natural beta-carotene and a higher butter-fat ratio, 83% to 85%, it bakes into noticeably flakier pastry dough and delivers a vibrant yellow color without a single drop of added dye. Organic Valley Pasture butter demonstrates how real seasonal farming works. This product regularly goes out of stock in the winter on purpose. It is produced exclusively from spring through autumn when cooperative cows graze on living pastures. When grass stops growing, production halts until spring returns. That seasonal unavailability isn't a supply chain failure. It's proof that the product on the shelf isn't built on industrial grain feed or year-round feedlot operations. It produces genuinely tasty butter as a result. Plus Gras hits an 82% butterfat minimum engineered specifically for pastry chefs, meaning it contains significantly less water than standard American butter. While competitors use hexane-extracted canola oil and chemical preservatives to make their tubs spreadable, Plus Gras' spreadable tub uses just 5 clean ingredients: cream, olive oil, salt, sea salt, and natural flavor. You get effortless spreadability out of the fridge without consuming solvent-processed seed oils. These next 2 are on a different level of quality. President doesn't answer to lax FDA voluntary guidelines. It answers to French AOP and PDO legal enforcement. In France, butter production standards are protected by strict international law, prohibiting artificial additives, growth hormones, or accelerated churning. President uses traditionally cultured cream that undergoes a slow, natural fermentation before churning, unlocking a subtle, nutty complexity that lab-synthesized butter flavorings can never replicate. Finally, Vermont Creamery cultured butter represents the absolute peak of American butter making. Instead of churning fresh cream immediately, they introduce live bacterial cultures and let the cream ferment for over 16 hours. That extended fermentation converts lactose into lactic acid, driving the butterfat content to an astonishing 86%, the highest widely available in North America. When melted over a seared steak or spread over warm sourdough, the low moisture and deep cultured acidity put it in a completely different culinary class than standard industrial dairy. Butter tip number 5, the matrix. Cooking or baking a massive batch. Buy standard $3 to $4 store brand real butter. High heat destroys fine fermented nuances anyway. Baking flaky pie crusts or biscuits. step up to 82 to 84% fat options like Plugra or Vital Farms. Spreading on warm sourdough or finishing a seared steak? Buy Vermont Creamery Cultured, 86% fat. Stop wasting $8 cultured butter on jobs a standard stick was born to do. 5 beliefs about butter that turned out to be far more complicated than the wrapper made them look. Country Crock and Brumel and Brown are oil and water emulsions designed to look like farm products. Great Value Real Butter is clean on ingredients, but silent on artificial hormones. Kirkland and Cabot prove that industrial scale creates recall risks. Kerrygold makes delicious butter, but relies on winter grain feeding and had to overhaul its PFAS foil wrappers. And the absolute best butter in your grocery store isn't hiding behind a viral marketing campaign. It's a cultured, pasture-raised block with an 84% plus butterfat stamp that tells you exactly how it was made. Stop buying the farm story on the front of the tub. Read the fat percentage, check the sourcing, and buy the process. Comment and let us know which butter is sitting in your fridge right now. Subscribe and hype on mobile to support us. Thanks for watching.